Hey folks, this is Mossy's here letting you know to check out ZeldaDungeon.net for all your Zelda needs. Tips, tricks, walkthroughs, reviews, and so much more. And don't forget to check out GenGame.net for news, previews, discussions, and more. Check out all our Dungeon Gaming Network sites for all your gaming needs. Now enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 62 for April 14th, 2013. My name's Tony, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters Mark and Jason.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yo, yo. And we have two special guests.
Start off with the big deal.
My name is Mossy's.
Yeah.
First time caller.
Yeah.
Long time listener.
Yeah.
And we brought back from 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. 2 weeks.
We brought back Brian as well.
He's taking us hostage.
He said he had candy, so we came over. There's no candy.
Can't hear a nod, Brian. I mean, I know you're still kind of new to this, but
Yeah, you're right.
just nodded. That's all.
So how has everyone's week been going?
Packing.
What
was that?
Packing.
I heard schman cake.
Schman cake.
Been packing. I'm moving in like 12 hours. So, unfortunately, I haven't played any video games because they're all in boxes in the backseat of my car right now.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
That's right. This is going to be your last show for a while.
Yeah.
Ish.
Until we figure out the Skype stuff.
Yeah, which be next week.
Which will be in
This
1 hour.
This is my last show for the next 6 days.
At least.
It'll be a seamless transition for all of you out there in Radioland.
Yeah.
Anybody else do anything exciting this week?
Not really. I downloaded a couple of games and didn't play either of them. Played the Injustice.
Well, we'll get to what we played in a minute.
Oh, I played. Yeah, no, nothing's going on with me. Nothing's ever going on with me.
Nothing?
There was a giant fireball in the sky, but then I found out that it was actually a Twinkie.
What?
That's all I got.
Dude, drugs are bad.
Yeah.
So you know.
That's all I could come up with.
Last
Sorry.
week you're trying to pretend to be some type of secret agent.
Submarine savers.
I saved the world, damn
No, you
it.
didn't. No, you didn't. Evil Dead!
You didn't come up with anything new then, huh?
I did. I just haven't unleashed it
You
yet.
see, I didn't
Alright.
really get to work on what I was, going
Yeah.
on. It started off good. You guys were all interested for a second, and then I was like, well, I'm running out of ideas now.
Well, let's hop into our weekly roundtable and catch up on Jesus Christ, what we've been playing since the last time we all spoke. Wow.
No, I don't know what to do.
Wait a
Should-
Wow.
Okay, because
Wait
you fucked up, should we do it backwards? Should you go first?
Yeah, now you go first.
What have you been playing, Tony?
Okay.
He's like, I'm game.
I got
Let's do this.
I got you. All right. On the Vita, I've been playing a lot of Plants vs. Zombies and Guacamelee, which just
You
came
like that
out.
a lot.
Guacamelee is excellent. It's set in the old Metrovania type style from the original NES. It's a great side scroller. You're kind of like a Mexican luchador, and it's actually like borderline really racist, but in like a
Just so you know, saying Mexican luchador itself is kind of racist.
Is that
because
redundant, by the
Yeah,
way?
exactly.
How is that racist?
Because a luchador is already a Spanish wrestler.
So they're.
so how's that racist?
Because you are. Because you're white.
You can't say it. It's
I
one of those words.
can't call it somebody's ethnicity.
No.
That makes me racist.
No.
Yep.
Anyway,
Racist.
the game. Well, I mean, you run around. There's like tequila strewed about, and it is quite
Sounds like Tony's Saturday night.
But tequila and tacos, yes. No, it's actually a lot of fun. It's one of the best side scroller platforms I've played in an awful long time. I'm only a few hours in, but I heard the whole game's only 5 hours long, so we'll see how it goes. I did a bit more BioShock Infinite, and
AKA.
Motion sickness, the game.
I didn't experience that.
I only get it with a few games. BioShock Infinite is one of them.
I'm enjoying that game immensely, and I think that's about it this week. I don't know who's next now because everything's
Mark,
in shambles. Up is down, left is right. I don't know what's going on.
Cats are marrying
A
dogs.
is B and B is A. Anyway, what I played this week, I was on Borderlands. I actually just recently figured out that one character I've been working on, I'm almost at 3 days played on it. I was like, God damn it, that went up quick.
Yeah. We spent like a good hour trying to do Terramorphous.
Oh, you should see how easy it was when I jumped in a public game. Yeah, just did not. I literally I went with this one guy. He just started giving me legendary weapons because they were item duping. And then we went out and we were fighting the warrior, and it was going so slow. And then he leveled up to 50, equipped all the stuff that he gotten over the course of his playthrough, and went down in seconds.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I told you, I'm not geared for him currently. So
anyway, so I did that, and then it is the 2-year birthday of World of Tanks.
2-year birthday.
I gave them 60 of my dollars, and I bought a ultra rare tank, and I bought some money for it.
You bought some money?
I haven't given like
in-game
in-game
currency
money.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just
You're
trying-
part of the problem.
But they're doing it really well. It's an option. Like even the stuff that you're supposed to pay for, they just have instead of pay 10 gold,
Look at him
which
trying
is
to
like
justify it.
Well, no, the way they're doing it is kind of more in the lungs of the right way of doing it. You can pay 10 gold, which is 10 cents or something ridiculously low like that. Otherwise, you can play 2,000 silver, which is the in-game stuff. You just have to pay a little bit more. But you can do everything in that game without paying, except that tank that I bought.
You're a microtransaction whore.
Yep.
Here's
Alright,
the question:
I don't care.
Can you do that in a reasonable amount of time, or is it 6 months to get 1 coin?
What do you mean, getting... No. The coins, they spread out
Do they?
graciously.
Because I played The Simpsons Tapped Out for a while, and it's all you
Oh,
get
yeah.
a donut once every 6 months when you're.
You
playing
know,
that
there's
game.
a glitch to get unlimited, right?
Stop playing it.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what I do with those games.
Yeah.
I stopped playing it because I want to. I would be willing to pay a little bit because I do believe in supporting the developer, but I'm not going to give them $50.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
If you go ask almost anybody about free-to-play stuff, World of Tanks is one of the very few people who do it
do it right.
Right. Because it is they have 3 tanks that you can buy, and that's the only way to get them, and that's it. Everything else you can do straight up by not playing it. Yes, I know.
How about yourself, Brian?
Not much this week. An hour of Bioshock Infinite and 10 minutes of Guacamelee. That's about it.
Oh, you got Guacamole?
I got Guacamelee.
What do you think about it so far?
I think it is kind of funny, cool looking. If you look at the posters in the background when you first get into the town,
Yeah.
all the posters based on video games. There's a few Zelda references, which is kind of cool.
There's actually, the further
Yeah.
you get in the game, there's tons of references from everything.
I just got the mask. That's as far as I got.
You're in the first
yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I was playing in a car. I couldn't
Yeah.
play very long.
Rock on.
What'd you think of Bioshock so far?
I like it. I can't play for more than 2 hours at a time because I start to get motion sickness, like I've said.
Mm-hmm.
But the story is interesting. The combat's okay. I'm playing on easy because I just don't have time to really fight through it. I just want to get through the story. And I think Bioshock is one of those games where it's not about the challenge; it's about the story.
Right.
So I'm just shooting through it.
I've heard such good things about the story and everything, but
It's good so far.
for the most part, the reviews were good. But
Yeah.
I was watching the Annoyed Gamer on Game Trailers. I don't know if you guys didn't watch him, and he ripped the game apart, saying the
Really?
gameplay is awful.
I wouldn't say it's awful.
I think the gameplay is really well done. I just think some of the concepts are a little outdated. They're the same stuff that they used back in Bioshock 1. It's it's like an old
it's fairly simple.
computer game thing where
Yeah.
you walk up to a dead body and it'll show you the 3 or 4 items that they have on them, and you hold X to pick, or if
Yeah.
you're on Xbox,
Oh yeah, that's
to
what
pick
I'm
everything
saying from
up.
the
It's just
first one.
it's old school mechanics, but they work really well, and the actual first person fluidity, I guess, if that's even a word,
Yeah,
works
sure.
really well.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the best first person shooters feeling wise.
And the vigors are fun. The powers are cool.
Oh,
yeah, the powers
Yeah.
are very nice. I was hoping that they would just completely throw out all what they have from the first 2, and they did. And then they reinvented all of them, which was cool.
Yeah.
No game's ever going to be perfect, but from what I played from that, it's really
is
good.
one of the
It's
best
a really
shooters.
good game.
Clearly, you've never played Link to the Past.
Yes.
The first person shooter
High
one?
five.
First
Yeah.
person shooter.
Yeah,
You
shut
didn't
up,
say that.
Jason.
Yeah. My turn?
No, you go last.
That's fine.
Moss, what did you play?
I didn't play anything. Jason,
Yeah.
go.
Take that. I did a little bit of Borderlands, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, of just dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It cost me $3 million. Thanks, Mark.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
Hey, I have legendaries that sell for a few million, so
Yeah.
I'm not giving them to you, but I can item dupe them to you.
Okay,
if you
then we'll
want.
do that.
Yeah.
Did very little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of over that now.
Woo!
Until my buddy gets back on and plays again.
Don't.
Loaded up WWE to see how the server transfer was going to 2K, and it's still crappy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it hard to get matches right now?
No, it's just trying to find... I don't even play those online unless I'm playing with friends, because people will make Super Stone Cold, and he has every single finisher in the game and all this other crap, and they don't let you... they'll knock you down and then just keep kicking you until you die.
You just
True
died.
story.
Not even pinned, died.
No, yeah. But I made a return to Minecraft. And did
Minecrafting?
Yeah, and did probably about 6 hours of Minecraft.
Buy it on PC, please.
Nerd.
I don't have a PC.
You can get it for Mac.
Yeah, you can get it from Mac. Literally, no, buy it on that because I literally will play it. It just I don't have anyone to play it with because I want mods.
No friends.
There's like
I
have a bunch of friends
I
that
intend
still-
on it eventually, but right now
like
I was.
$27 or something.
I'm
Do it.
actually doing survival mode with a couple of buddies.
What do they call it?
And then
the survival games is what they've been calling it.
yeah,
which is
well,
like
I mean, you know,
Hunger
we're
Games.
just we got a little hobbit hole going with our beds and stuff. We got some farms set up and all that other crap. But I'm currently building. I'm on like the 27th floor of a tower that I'm constructing.
Nice.
And then because I could not find any villagers in our world, I then went ahead and made up my own world. And then poof, there was villagers.
You know what's funny? I watched somebody's game after not playing for like years. I'm like, why the fuck are there NPCs here now?
Yeah.
Completely mind
Well,
blown.
I'm in a boat and I'm you know scouring the map, and all of a sudden there's a red cow with mushrooms growing out of his back, bouncing up and down in the water. I'm like, what the hell is this? So Andy, being the jerk that he is, instantly finds out, oh, it's a mushroom. They only spawn on Mushroom Island.
Oh yeah,
So I
I've
killed
seen
it.
those. Yeah.
He was like the unicorn of the world, and I killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta show you some of the ultimate villains that you can spawn in that game. They're absolutely
The
ridiculous.
golems and stuff like that.
Oh, there's way worse. What is his name? Something I don't remember. Anywho, it's the original your base character, and literally he just blows up the map exponentially.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah.
And then Andy and I actually crashed both of our 360s while playing Minecraft
why'd you do that?
with mass amounts of TNT.
There actually is a problem with that they just addressed. Minecraft was having trouble creating servers over the week,
Yeah.
just like Xbox was having trouble logging in.
No, it literally, we had that much TNT in the world that we crashed it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
So, it was fun.
What a jerk.
It was awesome.
Probably blew up like 20 other people's games probably stopped working too.
I don't know what the hell you guys are
We
talking
still-
20 red rings.
That's fine.
Red
fine.
ring systems of
That's
your
what they get.
colleagues.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
about. Rock on.
News!
News.
Anyway, the PC hacker group or not, why did I say PC? Well, I guess they're PC hackers, I don't know. Anyway, the PSN hackers pleaded guilty in court this week, and their sentences will be sometime next month.
This is from the big hack. From,
Big Hack.
A couple years back.
11,
now?
yeah.
So,
Nice.
What is the penalty going to be for them?
They didn't even say, like, literally, it was just kind of like, they're guilty, and now they have to find a sentence for them.
What is the penalty for this stuff?
Castration.
No, you know,
I was
my-
gonna say 30 days of my life back, but I don't play online that much. to
But you
begin
know
with.
what?
So-
I give them kudos because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have bought a PS3. Because
Really?
I got mine during the outage when they were giving $100 off PlayStation 3s. Brand new.
That's nice.
Yeah. So thank you, hackers.
My idea
you.
for computer hackers and people who hack into software, like they cost billions of dollars across everywhere.
Well, one of the kids was like 16 when, like, the youngest one was 16. He's 18 now, but yeah.
I think the solution to this is public execution.
We go with this again, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I mentioned this already.
Yeah, just
forgot
you
what
brought
we were
this up
talking
before,
about.
It was probably the same thing.
Public execution.
Yeah. No, seriously. Just we'll go like Cowboy Stadium and just fill it up, $100 seats.
Like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get as many people as you think.
Public execution.
I think you will for at least the first one.
Not if you have to pay for it.
Well, it all depends on how you do it.
You can do
know?
like a fan vote. Like if you're in, you can vote on how we want to kill the guy.
on Twitter. Tweet.
Tweets,
Yeah.
top 4 options.
Yeah. You can like vote on
Get
the
announcers.
PSN
John Madden will come out for it, announce this shit.
Yeah, there you go.
No, they'll partner with Sony for this one, and like everybody around the world can PSN vote.
Forget John Madden. You got to get Jim Ross from old school WWF. You know how he used to scream, "Oh my God, he's broken in half!" Literally.
They killed him.
Yeah, exactly. That's who you need to
Oh
do
my god!
to do public execution commentary.
That'd be good.
It's Jim Ross. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad this is finally winding down. This has been ongoing for quite some time.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about it anymore. It's like
Yeah.
it's like history that everybody has forgotten. It seems the Sony.
Well, because nobody really got hurt besides Sony.
Nothing
right?
happened
Yeah,
except for
nobody's-
Sony lost a lot of
yeah.
money.
Well, that's not completely true.
I mean, they gave away
Nobody's
credit card numbers or
information
something.
got out.
No,
Nobody's-
that's not what I'm talking about. Somebody else did get hurt besides Sony in the outage. The developers who did SOCOM.
Yeah.
They got hurt by
Oh,
it.
Zipper got. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a Sony-owned studio. Though.
Doesn't. So you know what I'm talking about.
It's Sony-owned. So
missing-
Sony got hurt.
What?
Fight, Fisty Cups.
Let's go.
We
Anyway,
haven't done that in a long time.
but there also is another story that I didn't put in my news, but Uplay actually got hacked this week.
You face?
No. Uplay got hacked this week, which is Ubisoft's Steam. But they're a lot nice. Well, it's I should say it's their version of Origin, but they're not dicks, and they don't exclusively put it on Uplay. But
They don't require you to do it, right?
yeah, well, they do now. Yeah.
Well, I think that if you get a Ubisoft game and you go online, I think on the Wii, if you like log in with a Ubisoft game, you get a Ubi account.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, automatically.
But they just like give you free stuff for it. Like they have an achievement system where they just unlock like skins, new missions, weapons, stuff like that. They're just a little bit cool. If you buy something off Steam that's Ubisoft, like I bought Far Cry 3, it actually throws you over to Uplay anyway. But anyway, not part of the story. But they got hacked this week, so they took off all of their
Goddamn
actual,
school bus. What are
they
you doing
got
out on a Sunday?
their games. Were like they can basically download their games for free with this hacker group, so they took the entire buying thing offline. You can still play games off of it, but you can't buy anything currently until they figure out. How to
Yeah.
fix
Take that, Ubisoft.
it. Yeah. Speaking of companies,
Best segue ever.
EA was named the worst company in America by Consumerist for the second straight year. Golden Poo Award.
Yeah, this is our continuation from the topic of the week last week. I think it's funny, but
Ticketmaster should have won.
it's really not that serious. I mean,
No,
it's a very vocal group
It's like
on
the
the internet.
Razzies, essentially.
It's a very vocal group on the internet that are voting for this. I mean, if you take like the actual spectrum of problems in this country, EA putting online passes stuff is like so low on the list. It's ridiculous.
Lies.
If people would actually get this upset and vocal about something that matters,
Something
like
important.
like healthcare or
Forward compatible.
taxes or forward compatible.
There's probably some,
Public
like,
executions.
Public executions.
yeah.
There's far bigger issues that should be addressed with this kind of passion from the world, but
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, EA is not the worst company in America. They're a pretty shitty company in a number of ways, but they're hardly the worst.
Yeah.
And Consumers as a website in general shot downhill years ago. So
I mean, you just look at some of the oil companies out there.
Yeah.
There's
wasn't there just another oil spill or something like that recently?
but people have short memories with stuff like that because they remember it for a couple days and then they forget. Whereas EA is constantly in your face. You're constantly buying new games, especially for the people on the internet that are the ones voting for this. They're very
How many people?
they're very inclined. Yeah.
Not many people pissed off at Ticketmaster are going onto Consumerist website to vote them down.
Yeah, they're just upset about it at the moment in time. So, still pretty funny. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other companies on that list that I would have thought would have won over EA.
Yeah.
In the video game realm or in that?
Well, they were
In
the
that
only
list that they
video
had
game
there.
company on there.
video game.
In video game realm, I think
I
they're
think
up there.
they're the worst.
Yeah, they're up there in video games, but in terms of
Oh, you're wrong.
who's worse than EA?
NCSoft.
Well,
NC Soft.
okay.
They're not the
And
worst company.
Activision.
They just closed one
But
game.
EA has done some bad
You
stuff.
really want to start this rant?
No, not
Five.
Really. Not really.
5.
Well, how many did you care about? One.
3.
Are you talking about the expansion packs?
No.
Okay.
He's padding numbers.
'Cause I knew they had the expansion.
No, I'm not. Realistically, it's 2. City of Heroes and Tabula Rasa.
EA's closed
Which,
hundreds,
here's the other segue, is because
20s of studios.
Brian sold me my copy of City of Heroes.
It's your fault.
Look at that.
I did.
Your fault.
I actually sold it to my mom. She gave it to me as a Christmas present. Got that and got my Game Boy Micro, the NES edition.
I had that for a while. the
You've
Famicom
made
version.
a
Yeah.
jaded man over there.
I think Activision's worse.
Hey, I gave him his,
Huh?
well, not his
How?
first job.
Because they're
but
whores.
They are. Well, they drag
Sound
stuff
logic.
into the ground. Activision drags stuff into the ground like crazy.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Like Walking Dead.
On that alone. On that game alone.
Activision's a smarter company, if you ask me. I agree that they do stuff like that, and the annualization problem is primarily their.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that Activision is the annual. EA started the annualization thing with the Madden stuff and the sports games.
Well, no, that
Yeah,
that started well before
That's-
EA. That was NES baseball games.
No, there weren't. There
There
were
was
yearly
bases loaded
iterations.
1, 2, 3, 4 in 91, 92, 93.
Were they really that close together?
Yeah, they were
Because maybe that's true, but I just know that EA is like Madden every year,
Yes.
NHL every year.
Sports games, I give it
Yeah.
a pass because it's
Yeah,
hard.
sports makes sense.
Those make sense. They have annual
Well,
releases.
but they
for that.
could just do a roster update for half of those games and just charge like $20 for the roster update rather than making you buy
Yeah.
a whole new game every single year. Or sometimes it gets worse than the year
Yeah.
before it.
Yeah, aren't they? You know what? The new Madden, they're calling it Madden 25
Yeah.
because it's the 25th anniversary of Madden. So what are they going to call Are they going to call next year's Madden 26?
No, I think they'll just
No,
go
they'll
back to
jump
They'll
back
go
to
back to
years.
15. Or
So what's
Because
going
they
to
already
happen
had
when
a Madden. What was
People-
it,
people
20th
forget-
anniversary? Is that what it was?
I remember that. I think I worked for
I
GameStop.
think it was
when
like
that came
Madden
out.
20 or something. It was
Yeah.
just Madden 20.
So like this is supposed to be Madden 2014, right? So like 11 years from now, are they going to have Madden 2025?
well, they
It'll
dropped
be- it'll be the same-
They dropped the 20 at least, so it's just 25.
It'll be the same thing because you'll be 2 generations later. Nobody's going to confuse the 360 version with the PS5.
Hopefully, Madden doesn't make it to Madden 25.
I think it was one of the few series that might.
Yeah.
Especially if EA gets exclusivity on the NFL again.
The NFL's too big and it makes too much money.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
think
too big.
that's- Yeah, I am.
Yeah, if the MLB can force a game out, the NFL can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
News!
News!
Batman Arkham Origins was announced this week and is going to be released October 25th.
Another
but it's not by Rocksteady.
No, it's not. Why are you looking at me like I'm
Well, you're
supposed
the
to
Batman.
go?
You're wearing a Batman shirt right now.
Batman
I'm
You're the
like, am I
Batman
supposed
guy.
to go on some rant? I mean, we reported that this game was in existence, almost a year ago?
Well,
When
now
we were
it
talking
actually
about-
exists.
Yeah, when we were talking about Golden Age.
Yeah.
The only difference is that it's not Golden Age, it's year one.
Yeah.
But it's not even year one, isn't it? Like, it's not. I think it's like an early Batman, but it's not year one. Is what
I mean, they're not specifically calling it year
Yeah.
one, but that's the reference that I'm using to,
It's an origin type
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Tomb Raider.
And realistically, I don't see them changing the core game of what Rocksteady's already made.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So I don't necessarily see a problem with it as long as they don't try to butcher it like what People Can Fly did to Gears and stuff like that. As long as they don't make any drastic changes yet.
And the
they're
level
okay.
design is
No,
decent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not super familiar with this yet. I did see that the new one got released. Are they working in coordination with Rocksteady? Or are they
No,
completely
Rocksteady
separate?
is off the project, but
Are they lending them the engine at least?
Yes, they're giving them all the.
Well, it's just Unreal
what is
Engine,
Rocksteady
isn't it?
doing?
They are doing another game for DC, but it's unannounced what it is.
I heard it's going to be a Superman because
There's
it's going
a-
to correlate with the Superman trilogy that what's his face is making.
Nolan.
It's a possibility.
I don't know how you make a Superman game.
Well, when you look at it this way,
Everything's kryptonite. They've tried
No,
it
no,
every
no.
time. Every time they
Actually,
try it, they fuck it up.
in the Nolan version of Superman,
Uh-huh.
kryptonite doesn't exist.
Okay.
They just came out and said that there's no kryptonite in the movie. But the way that you make a proper Superman game is Superman is virtually invincible with the exception of kryptonite.
Well, no. Look, I know how. The best Superman story, in my opinion, is Red Sun because he's so flawed.
Yeah.
The only way you write a good Superman story is to find a flaw to give him.
Well, here's my thing for that. Let's say, take a second and think that Rocksteady is going to make a Superman game. Well, you can't really make Superman be defeated by a peon.
Right.
Okay. But what you can do is you can have public opinion play a major factor into the game to determine how people react to Superman by, destroying parts of the world and things like that, stopping natural disasters, 2 different things going on at once. And I think if any company that can tackle Superman, because there's never been a good Superman game, but 4 years
Superman
ago,
64. Oh, wait, never
4
mind.
years ago, we said the same thing about Batman.
But there have been okay Batman games. There's never been.
There's never been a good one though.
Yeah, but if there's
The one on Genesis was all right.
The way on the Super Nintendo, like Brawler, the Batman Returns Brawler was okay.
yeah, where he fought Doomsday and whatnot, yeah, it was all right.
they were all okay.
But those were also just ripoffs of Spider-Man.
oh right, they were all like just
Yeah.
Isn't there like a Superman? Like I saw a picture at GameStop where he's wearing there's like a bad guy version of Superman.
That's for Injustice.
Injustice, yeah.
That's
the Red Sun Superman. Yeah,
Oh,
Red
that's what
Sun,
you're
Red Sun
talking
is
about.
awesome. Yeah.
Quick, 2 seconds. You want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Do
It's
it.
fine.
Instead of
Do
him-
it together!
Instead of Superman crashing in Kansas, he crashes in Russia.
Right, yeah.
That's
Nice.
the premise
so it's the
behind
Soviets
Red Sun,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so he becomes he becomes a very different Superman. Same powers.
Yeah.
But he's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's the thing. He's both a bad guy and not a bad guy. He's still trying to do the right thing, but it's the right thing from a completely different perspective.
Yeah.
It's very
So,
interesting.
again, I mean, as long as Rocksteady's working on something else, and I'm sure they're going to have some creative input onto the game, they're not going to let them go ahead and screw up this franchise. My concern, which I was discussing with a friend of mine, is Is Joker going to be in this with it being a prequel?
I heard there's
it's
this
not-
like samurai dude that's going to be the main villain. Who's
I've heard it's more organized crime type
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm thinking is
yeah.
more mob. So you'll probably see Harvey Dent as opposed to Two-Face. Maybe we'll get Red Hood out of it.
it's on they announced the main
it's in
villain
Game Informer.
actually.
Is
It's
it?
in
I
Game
haven't
Informer.
read it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't
wanna
read
open
it.
It'd
up.
actually be kind of cool if they went back and did some kind of an origin story. I'd actually like to see like when all that stuff came of
Yeah.
age, even with like Selena coming into her own as
And-
opposed to already being
Exactly.
Catwoman.
That's all year one content. So I
Yeah.
think that, and instead of seeing Arkham, even though it's called Arkham Origins, you're going to see Blackgate Prison. I believe they said, even though they're doing a spin-off title of that too.
I think they did say there's going to be in Gotham City though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Blackgate Prison, you'll see why there's a need for Arkham Asylum to become what it becomes.
And I heard like the overworld is twice as big. That quote
Yeah.
was floating around somewhere.
So
Is
I
it-
mean,
is it next gen or is it going to be current
it's
gen?
current gen. It's October 25th. It's listed as current gen.
It
They
could
have
be
Might be
both.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true, but I'm
Because-
saying as of right now,
Ass Creed,
yeah.
Ass Creed 4 is the week before that,
Yeah.
and that's next gen.
It'll
gens.
be current gen. It's a current gen game, but they'll release it on the PS4.
So I think as long as they do the game justice, no pun intended, and as long as Rocksteady's working on something different and revolutionary, then okay, we're good with it.
Bullshit pun wasn't intended.
Yeah.
It was got you.
No.
you were master crafting that in your mind to come full circle.
Do the game
I
Injustice.
forgot that I played the demo of Injustice for like half an hour.
What did you think?
I did not care for it.
Really? Well, I mean, then again, you're a Street Fighter.
Well, I'm
fan.
more of a Street Fighter fan, but here's the thing. And fighting games seem to be doing this thing where they're trying to simplify their controls in a way that I don't like.
Okay.
When you pick up a Street Fighter game and it has that standard 6-button layout, you know in general terms what every button is going to do when you're fighting. You know that like this, the fierce punch is going to be a stronger, slower punch, and that the roundhouse is going to be a slower, further reaching kick, whereas the jabs and everything will be shorter, etc. You kind of have an idea of what every character is going to do. They'll be different. They'll be slightly different speeds and powers, but it'll be more or less the same move. When you play like newer games like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or I think Blaze Blue, and now this one. I haven't played the new Mortal Kombat, the most recent Mortal Kombat, but they kind of have like the ABC button where each one has like, there's still some kind of generality to them, but each character will kind of be different. Like, for I played as Batman, and it was like both it was like X and square, so like A and B were both kind of it's the same general kind of punch move, and I was like, I don't know, it didn't seem like there was enough difference between the moves.
With Injustice, at least, there's two different, to my knowledge, two different classifications of characters. You have your agility.
Well, then I played
and you
as
have your
Wonder
heavy.
Woman as well.
Yeah,
And Wonder Woman can swap between like kind of a heavy and an agility type thing, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And I probably won't pick it up. I liked it a little bit more the more I played it, but I still kind of got stuck in this feeling like you can't just pick it up and play it. You have to know which character you're playing as to get the play style that you want. Whereas with the Street Fighter type of game, every character has kind of the general same play style in the beginning, and then you build from that.
Sure.
So you're trying to say you prefer the more simplistic controls?
Well, it's not that there's
Standard, I guess, across all characters?
Yeah, I prefer every character to have the same general set, and then there's some
Variance.
variance.
Yeah.
And special moves will have a variance, more variance in special moves, and you'll have like the charging or the motion special move type stuff. But when you pick up Street Fighter, you can randomly pick any character and play it to some degree. Whereas with Injustice or Blaze Blue, you don't know what those buttons are going to do the first time you press them.
That's why I like the new Mortal Kombat, actually, because every character is sort of different. Isn't Injustice basically the same?
It's the same guys,
yes.
It's
Yeah.
loose skins.
And maybe there's something wrong with me, but I couldn't figure out how to block. Like I was
I
blocking
had a
sometimes.
lot of people complain about that, actually, that they didn't know how
Like,
to block.
do you press a button or you press back? Because neither one seemed to be consistent.
I'm going to be honest, and it may just be my play style in a fighting game, is I don't generally have a tendency to block
block?
it all. Yeah, I don't. I'm just like, I'm going to kill you!
You'll get your
yeah.
ass kicked in Mortal Kombat 9 without blocking.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You can check my ranking.
Is there a way to block, or is it just like...
I don't remember.
I don't know. I heard
It's
a
a
few
big
people
button.
were like,
It's in
I
the
don't
middle
know.
button.
teleport.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always the dodge,
Yeah.
but...
I
and
play
it's-
Raiden.
Yeah,
We teleport.
Yeah.
In the air, finally, blah, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was interesting, but like... And I can, but it seems like you have to dedicate more time just to get the basics of it.
Yeah.
Whereas with some of the older games, in Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, you can pick up either one, and you would know to some degree what everything is going to do
The,
for the basic moveset of every character.
The cool thing with the last Mortal Kombat game, and I don't want to stay on it too long, but usually with the challenges, because there's like 300 challenges, it's like the first 25 actually teach you how to play. Yeah, so that's
not in the demo.
It gives you
It's
enough
not a good
variance in
demo.
character.
I'll say it, they don't even tell you how to play in the demo. There's no like, what do these buttons do? It just kind of like pick a character, and then
I do like Batman's finisher. Did you see it?
No, I didn't even know there were finishers.
He hits something on his wrist, and he does a couple of moves to your right, and then it goes slow motion, and he matrix backflips as the Batmobile runs you over.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
One thing I heard
I didn't know it was a finisher.
about the Injustice is that it's PG-13 or not PG-13. It's
T.
T
Yeah.
for teen.
Mhm.
No, not T for teen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
It's
for
not mature.
kids.
Yeah, it's T.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
You're not going to see like Mortal Kombat is just brutal with some of the finishers and everything.
See, now, I mean, exactly. There's some scenes like one of spoiler as Aquaman. In Aquaman's
No
level,
one's
you
gonna
can summon
play
a
as
shark,
Aquaman.
and the shark, you see him bite the guy and swim off, but you don't see blood. That's the workaround. I mean, people aren't having their limbs ripped
This is
off.
the Super
but
Nintendo?
but it's just as brutal. It's just well,
But
it's
that
different.
fits into
Yeah.
DC's general mold. I mean, there's
Yeah.
violence in DC,
I mean,
but
Doomsday literally beats you through the planet, and it's brutal and it's violent. But as long as it's not bloody and gory, it's okay. They can get around it.
Cool.
So, sorry to deviate
Yeah,
so
sorry.
much, but
No problem. Next story.
Injustice.
Time Magazine came up with its most influential person list. Guess who's number 2?
Cliffy B.
Miyamoto.
Notch.
Moss. He's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Notch was actually named the second most influential person in the world, behind Mohamed Morsi, the president of Egypt. It's pretty. And then third place was I forget the guy from Mega Upload.
oh,
Is he
Mega
in
Dude?
prison?
Yep.
No, he's out of prison.
No,
isn't
no,
he? He's out.
whatever.
So
Kim.com.
Kim.com. There you go. So that's it.
I don't even. I mean, are we really going to discuss the importance of Notch?
Nope.
Time
No,
magazine?
no, I just thought it was funny.
I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah.
Tony's falling asleep too.
It's because everybody at Time Machine
Yeah,
has a kid who plays Minecraft, and all their kids play Minecraft. So they're like, "Well, this Minecraft is a big deal with the kids. Maybe we'll get the youths to read our magazine if we say Notch is something."
The youths.
Is he sitting?
Well, because more than one person's gonna read it.
Is he sitting in a lounge chair with a cigar and a monocle in hand when he spiels that off?
Yeah, by the fireplace.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the feet on an ottoman.
Fireside chat.
Yes,
Fireside chat.
and a butler with a tray with like
That's-
vermouth.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's where
Yeah.
that's where everything got derived from. It's back in the day with the Roosevelt used to do.
Yeah.
Fireside chats with the president.
Anywho, more news.
News.
Gears Viking, otherwise known as Rod Ferguson, left Irrational Games this week.
I called it.
Just a few weeks after Bioshock launched. He was brought in as a closer a little under a year ago, and now he's off to do whatever. Maybe that reunion of ex-epicers that we were talking about a few weeks ago.
Yep.
This was like This isn't a big deal. Like, this was preordained while he came in. He came in because Irrational couldn't get their shit together to get that game out on time, and he was there literally just to release the games. It's not like he left unexpectedly.
I can still be
As soon as
excited.
the game released,
I can
his
still
job.
be excited about the possibility of a dream team led by Cliffy B, because that gives me hope for maybe not Gears, but that spirit to live on.
Yeah, Gears is in bad company
Yeah,
currently.
see.
Gears is now going the way of Fable. I hate to say.
I still think that Cliffy and him are going to go do mobile.
I play on phones, so that's fine by me.
It's not fine by me.
If I can run around and wiggle my phone at you and it chainsaws you, I'm okay. Yes.
And he just explodes from the inside out.
Yeah, take that, Tony.
Revolutionary.
With my Google Glass, you just all over.
Well, that would be a public execution.
Yeah.
So it'd be all
Exactly, and then we can broadcast it on YouTube. Okay, we slap the Zelda Dungeon commercial at the beginning of it, and it's good to go.
Billions.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Anyway, that was news for the week. David Ledman.
News.
All right. Oh God.
Is it time for Google email?
Where's yours? It's kind of creepy. All right. Our first question is from Andrew Dillon.
What's up, Andrew?
He said, "Did you see the Super Wii U April Fool's joke from Nintendo?"
No, I really want to.
No.
No, I didn't see
What
it.
the hell
I don't
was
think
this?
that got out there very well.
I was expecting
This sounds cool. What the hell happened?
I don't know.
We're going to come back to it. We're looking it up right now.
right.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and
I should have
jump
known
to our.
about this.
Yeah, you should have.
I probably do know about
Yeah.
it, but maybe I don't think it's as cool. So
Maybe.
it's clogged.
We'll go ahead and we'll jump to the next question. Well, Brian takes care of that. Jose Vega asked. He said, "Do you feel that some YouTubers don't deserve the fame they get? Because some of them are extremely overrated."
Oh,
Yes.
God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was like trying to make fun of us.
We're not overrated.
We might be
Underrated.
for the 50 views that we get. You know,
No,
it's just Tony hitting refresh.
There's a lot of people deserve the credit they do get. I don't want to take anything away from just anyone who's big. A lot of the channels are very good. They're a lot of fun to watch and listen to and kill time on. But a lot of the big sites aren't very good in the content that they provide. I feel that even our little show has better audio quality than half the shows that get 50 times the views we do. I really do. I think our content better. I think our flow is better. Our witty banter back and forth, even though we're all goofing around because we're friends, I think it's far more entertaining.
If you like it so
So-
much, you should put
Okay,
a ring on it.
I am a huge hater of PewDiePie. I know he's.
I was
think
trying not to name names, but
Okay, no, I find his voice annoying.
Point them out.
I'm pretty sure he's the most followed YouTuber for gameplay.
What does he got?
He does everything.
No,
Uh,
what's his? subscriber
I
count?
don't know, 3-4 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like literally, I find everything. I just find his voice annoying and completely overrated. I don't find his content interesting at all. I'm an Uber Hexer Nova fan though, so that tells you
there's a lot of
about me.
YouTubers that for new games they get the game early or they get it at launch and they just shit out like 5-6 hours of video of the game like in a let's play just so they get the top search, just so that more people watch their views, and they suck. A lot of them suck. I'll name some names. There's this guy Ghost Robo. I hate him. There's
Moss putting it on blast.
yeah. Oh, he sucks.
let it out, buddy. Let it out.
He's moving. What are they going to do?
Well, like there's these people.
It's like I got a bunker. I'm fine.
You can tell they suck by the fact that they advertise they're doing a game.
Mm-hmm.
They do the first 4 or 5 videos of it, put those up so they get the top search for that game, and then they never bother to complete their playthrough because nobody watches episodes 6 through 75. They watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's why we really gotta start getting Angry Andy going on his YouTube videos because
I'm not done.
Whoa.
Yeah, stop cutting people off.
There's other
Almost
YouTubers that have done amazing work for a particular project. Like one well-known Nintendo YouTuber, Chugga Conroy. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of him. He's done some of the most amazing Pokemon Let's Plays. He's got all these flashing statistics, all the cool information. It's amazing. And then some of his other Let's Plays, it's just basic playthroughs that anybody can do. And the only reason that people watch him is because he does them and people know him. And they care more about his audio than as opposed to anything that's in the actual video. So, like, it's like you did, it's almost like that one-hit wonder. Granted, he has like a 7-hit wonder, but then all of his videos get like 5, 6, 700,000 views a piece. And it's like sometimes I think there's a lot of other people that are significantly better that don't get the exposure. Yeah.
Cool.
Good question.
Can I tail onto that?
Well,
again?
I'm not done. I just want to throw on there. Metro actually threw up a video as an example, which was absolutely hilarious. So you can check that out on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw it. I haven't
it was
watched
absolutely hilarious.
Another one for me, I feel bad for a lot of like the firsts out there. Like I'm not even positive he is, but I know there's the Angry Video Game Nerd, and then he gets so many people that mimic his style.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't the first, he's the one that brought it to mainstream. And then you got people that built their own huge success just copying his show. Like the Irate Gamer's funny, he's whatever.
No, he's not.
But he's not as good as the Angry Video Game Nerd is. And you kind of look at that and it's like if you're into that, everybody should be watching that. I can't think of his name. Something Rolfe, right?
James Rolfe?
James Rolfe, that's
Yeah,
it.
he's great.
And it's just like, then I know what Bro Team started doing
Bro Team's pretty
about a year and a half ago. I talk about them a lot. I enjoy their show greatly. The guy comes on, he screams, he yells, he makes a lot of jokes. It's really unique, and even he's starting to get a lot of posers off what he's been doing for the last couple of years because of his fame. It's just, yeah, there's a lot of people on YouTube that don't deserve the publicity that they get.
Well, that's what I was saying is we really got to get Angry Andy up there because it never fails. That guy gets some type of weird glitch or something going on in his games every time. He breaks video games. You've been in games
Why
with
isn't
him
he
before.
a QA tester?
Because He's too lazy.
$40,000-$50,000 a year.
He's too busy traveling the world.
Depends on
Too
what you're
angry.
doing it for. I have a friend who's done QA and he did not.
Yeah.
Way after part-time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
boring. You got to play the same game.
Well,
over
not
But
only
that's
that,
what
but
this
Yeah,
guy
I know
does.
Andy does that,
but-
though.
and over
but-
and over and over
yeah.
and over.
I've watched Angry Andy play Sniper.
You got to walk against
Yeah.
every invisible
does
wall
that.
back and forth.
He
It's
does
so
that.
boring.
Do you watch him play?
Yeah, come
does
on.
that.
Come sit at my house for an hour and watch this guy. He'll like walk over to a corner.
He
jump
QA
4
tests
times,
himself.
spin in a circle like he's got some type of compulsion or something. And I watched him play the same level of Sniper Elite 27 times in a row just to see different ways to shoot the people. To try to watching their patterns to get them to line up.
That's exactly
ridiculous. He spent 5 hours yesterday trying to build an elevator in Minecraft and then blew it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why, do you get angry at
Well,
it?
he couldn't get it to work right, so he blew it up. And then he threw a bunch of sheep at it.
Bah.
Do we find that that super?
I did find that. Well, I found something. It looks like it's a fan-made video, not necessarily one from Nintendo.
Okay.
It was just put up on April 1st, 2013.
Okay.
And it's the 2013 April Fool's Day, so I'm assuming that's it.
We're gonna live commentary the video. Why not?
All right, I'm going to throw the audio up there, and there we go.
See if
Hopefully this is the right one.
Yeah. All right, Mas, who's on the screen?
皆さんこんばんは。
Oh,
任天堂の岩田です。
Hello, and
夜遅くにご覧いただいてありがとう
I've
ご
got
ざ
some
い
very
ます。
exciting news to share with you today.
今日は
In Japan,
日本
America,
アメ
and
リ
Europe,
カ、
Wii U
ヨー
sales
ロッパ
are
で
struggling
同一タイミング
since
で
the
Wii
time it
U に
arrived.
関する情報をお伝えしようとしているため、日本の皆さんに
We are aware of this issue.
このような遅い
Please
時間
calm
にお
down.
付き合いいただ
Calm
く
down.
ことになってしまい
Calm
まし
down,
た。
and have a seat.
ご不便をおかけしますが、
I'm going to show you how we can fix that problem right now.
さて
Super Wii U
すでに
horsepower.
4時からの発表において
New super powerful Wii U. Wii U will gain momentum and sales will. This is awful.
It's like a toaster, the size of it.
Significantly increase the power of the Wii U. About 600% more power.
直接お
Power.
届けします。
Power to the max.
さて
So,
Wii U のソフトの
Super
ご紹
Wii
介
U
を
will
さ
not
せていただ
only
くことを
power
目
your
的としてい
TV,
ますが、最初に
which is,
本体機能と
to
し
be
て搭
honest, a
載
great
され
feature
る
by its own.
簡単にご説明したいと思います。Wii U ゲームパッド
So up to
が
4 Wii U gamepads.
Yeah, right.
一堂に
It'll
会す
power on your washing
いわ
machine.
ば任天堂ファンにとっての
I think we're at the
Alright,
point.
that's
Yeah,
enough of this
yeah,
game.
this
Yeah,
is.
That's actually pretty good.
if-
That looks like it's actually, I mean, even though it's a fan made, it looks like something Nintendo put out.
like
I think it's an official Nintendo
He took a
release.
Nintendo video and just changed the subtitles.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
If that's
is
the
it?
video you're
Yeah.
talking about, that was dreadful.
That was awful.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I like the toaster. The toaster Wii U.
I like the grammar mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
Come
though.
down.
Come
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, though.
All right.
If that's not the video, send us the link for the one you were talking about.
Yeah,
in the events.
if from what you've heard, yeah. All right, Brandon Joyce asked.
What's up, B?
It's our greeting frame every week.
But I've never heard it done in unison there.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
We're getting good at this shit, man. We're 62 episodes in.
He said, "What's something? what's something you will? What's something you know will be in the next generation of consoles, but you can do without?
Connect.
Social media.
No, wait, that's not the way.
Social media.
That's not the way he asked it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
No,
Yeah.
it's something that.
like a feature in the next.
No, he said something that we wanted in the next thing
No, I
that
don't
couldn't
think
do
so.
without.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways, answer the question.
Connect.
Okay.
Any motion gaming at
Motion
all
gaming
is
needs
something
to die
I
off.
know will be in the next gen, and we do not need it.
You know what'll be in the
Not
next.
Take
even a
out
little.
the gyro.
You know
in
what'll be in the
everything.
next generation that I can do without? Sony.
No.
It was good. It was good. It was good. Kind of fun.
I don't know. My only concern is the always online stuff.
Oh god.
Topic of the week.
It's a secret to everybody.
But yeah, other than that, it's just going to be more power.
I think I sort of talked about this in one of our videos, like a few months ago. Just
16
I
months
can
ago.
deal without this annualization stuff. I don't even know if that's really a feature.
Well, see, I think what they should be doing, I don't think they're going to do it, but I think they should be switching to a subscription model. Not subscription model.
I see what
Like a
you're saying.
season type model, like they did with Walking Dead.
I think they're moving towards that.
I think
You'll
more
see a lot
companies should do
games
that.
like
I think that's how they should do it, because you can get someone into the game cheaper than buying the whole big game, and you have more time to work on it, more time
And
to
they get
fix bugs,
hooked.
and people get hooked. I think it's just like a TV show. TV
Yeah.
has surpassed movies in a lot of ways lately.
Mm-hmm.
You get a good show like Game of Thrones or Mad Men.
Yes.
Fewer episodes of higher quality.
No Doctor Who. I had to get that in.
Yeah.
There.
Doctor Who's kind of cheesy no matter what. So I
I
get it. But
yes,
no,
I threw Brian off.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they should be doing. I don't think there's enough push for that.
I
But
like how
anyway.
Far Cry's doing that currently with the Blood Dragon. That's basically what that is going to be. It's going to be really cheap. It's going to be cheesy, off the wall, 4 hours gameplay for like $10.
I don't think most people care about that though. Like if they made Far Cry 3, the actual game, the basis of the game,
Episodic. That's what I was looking for.
That type of
Episodic.
model, I think,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it turns into something big, they could just expand off of the ending of this one to the next one. To the next
You know,
possibly.
I mean, for as much as I use it and like it, realistically, I don't want my video game console to be the center of my home media experience, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Well, that's happening.
You know, I know, but
Screw you,
it's
Microsoft.
something that I can realistically do without, and that's why one reason I've always respected Nintendo, regardless of their stance and sales and everything, is because first and foremost, they're always at games.
Yeah.
You know,
To me, another thing that I would love to avoid, but it's not going to happen, is anything proprietary. I'm so fucking tired of this. Like with the Vita $100 memory cards
Yeah.
for something that
Oh, it's terrible.
It's like a fingernail
you
smaller than the one that does the exact same thing for $20 in the fucking store.
And you can't even buy a 64 gig one.
Yeah, hard drives on the Xbox that have to be Microsoft produced because they have to slide into the exact slot. It's retarded. Give everything USB power. Let me
Yes.
choose. Let me go out because third parties are going to make the shit way cheaper, and it brings the cost of your overall
Well, and
console down.
that's why they don't want
anyway.
it. Because Microsoft wants to get that extra cash, or so. Sony's not doing it so much, but Microsoft wants that extra cash.
It's all that stuff. So
Yeah.
Microsoft doesn't let you use any wireless controller but theirs with their console.
Right.
They did
That's
release the technology.
silly.
They did release that technology a while after they should have in the
but they're
contract,
like
but
licensing.
no one,
It's expensive.
no one's
It's
ever
expensive.
picked it up though.
Yeah.
But it is out there. Someone
there's
wanted to do it.
a Razer that's wireless now that uses it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the technology has been out there for years now, except I guess the licensing is so much at this point.
Speaking of the Xbox controller, see that segue? Peter asked, he said, if you could decide what the next Xbox controller would look like, what would you do to it, and how would you change it?
Xbox 360?
Quality assurance way better for Xbox. That's what they need to do.
What do they need?
Quality assure it. Like literally every controller I bought in the last few years, loose thumbsticks.
I would like them to start with the working D-pad.
Yeah, that's what I was
D-pad
The
would be
D-pad's
nice.
gotta go.
Their D-pads have always sucked. I have that limited edition where you twist it and it makes it a little bit better, but it also still makes it awkward to use because it makes it taller, which is really weird. Like it's a tall D-pad, it's like
a satellite dish.
It is. It's like a skyscraper coming out of your.
Way to go, Brian.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it.
The Xbox, you just got to change the D-pad. I don't know what are you talking about with the 'cause
Literally, I get controllers returned all the time.
I've had
Their batteries suck.
yeah,
Their rechargeable batteries are
the
garbage.
Chrome Blue
I've had the
controller I
same
had.
one
Yeah.
for 6
I'm on my
years.
third one.
I've had two dying.
For my my Gears one, my right thumbstick on both of them has been absolutely loose as shit where I spin if I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything. And it's all
I
about
know.
quality assurance that they are lacking.
I know you
Yeah,
guys
that-
don't do PS3 as much as me, but the PS3 controllers break a lot earlier.
Oh
than
yeah,
that.
I know.
I'm just letting you,
You
guys
can
know.
look at the PS3
like,
controller
I'm-
funny, and
see,
it
see, I don't know what I don't see what you guys are talking about because my Xbox controllers go 2 years and my PS3 ones go 6 months. They break far earlier.
Well, why is 2 years? They should be built better than that. Like I remember, I think Mark was touching on this. Like my Xbox 360 controller, like the right thumbstick, you push it in. Was it like R3?
Yeah.
That button?
Yeah.
It's a knife,
Like
yeah.
it was like jammed in, and then I have to like pull it
Well,
out a
there's
little
that,
bit.
and then even the one that you gave me, the silver one. When you hit the right trigger, it goes ka-ching, ka-ching, makes that stupid spring noise. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
If they could make those.
So then when
sticks-
Andy's playing shooters, it's ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Stop it! Spit on it or something. You know?
if they could make the click stick better, I've with the Xbox and PS3, I always accidentally click that stick in when I'm playing games.
Yeah.
So like I'll be playing like Fallout, and I'll like, why am I ducking? What the hell? Or
just get rid of that feature, but just put another button for your
it's
pinky or something.
If they could put another button in there under your on the backside or something, that would work too. Or just make them more resistant. So it's harder to press.
I think it's harder to because I mean those, especially nowadays, the two joysticks are the two physical buttons that get used the absolute most. They're constantly getting pressed. Especially if you're into shooters, you're running and knifing constantly, and that's
Yeah.
what those two buttons are for. Unless you're doing Halo, then it's to scope.
And I
You're
think with
using
that,
those constantly.
They need
Yeah.
they need a higher quality analog.
But why? Then they can only sell you one controller.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'd buy
If they-
4 right out the bat anyway.
If they buy if
But
they
you
build
won't buy
them
any
too,
more after that.
Yes, I will.
they rather you buy a new one every 8 months.
I'm the jerk who
They keep-
oh, look at this one. It's got a different color.
Well, I've done that. You can see I have the Street Fighter
Oh, yeah?
controllers up
Well,
there.
I've
but-
got the lime green European 360 controller. Meh.
Let me go get you a cookie. I'll be right back.
I'll take a cookie.
I'm just saying, I don't think they why put all that research and development dollars into building something that's going to last longer and lose you
Well,
money.
realistically, with that, first they got to make sure their consoles last longer than 6 months before they can worry about the
Yeah,
controller
hey,
lasting
how many
longer than 6
Xboxes
months.
are we all on here? I'm curious.
I want to make this. I want to
Technically
make
my
this.
4th, but one of them I traded in to get the Slim. It was working fine.
I want to make this topic of the week one week where we talk about
How many Xbox 360
no
consoles we have?
unjustified things that people automatically go to, like Xbox would be like, oh, at least my network doesn't get hacked, and all PlayStation gamers, at least I'm not on my 80th Xbox. It's like, calm down.
I am on my third.
Fanboyism.
It's just like
Rampant fanboyism.
it's like that Xbox was one run initially. The console's been out
No.
8 years.
I disagree.
It was like 3
Well,
year
until they redesigned the new version, that problem continued.
Oh, that's a load
when
of
the
crap.
Elite came out.
Oh,
It was like
Even
a
the
two. It was
Elite
like it was like a
editions.
2 year
Hold on.
run out of 8. That's
Well,
a
wait.
quarter of the time.
As-
Every Xbox didn't
yeah,
break.
but they had like a 50% failure rate. It was a really
At
high
the time for 2 years, the
Yeah,
final
but
6
that's
years
really
have
bad.
been really good.
But that's still really bad. Like,
How-
yes, they've
you're
gotten
holding
better,
on to
but-
shit from 6 years ago. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But who
if
said
I
that
can-
won't
if
happen
I-
again?
If I can really quick, I bought a Slim, and within 6 months.
You're the
It's
only
just a red ring.
You're the only Slim that's ever broke.
No,
False.
No, there weren't.
False.
Their controls. It's the same problem that the PlayStation 2 had when the PlayStation 2 first came out.
Oh,
I remember
God.
having to take mine apart and put a nickel on the little disc retainer clip to keep it reading the blue disc. And that wasn't the actual solution, but for some reason it worked. It was some kind of issue where like the laser wasn't like getting powerful enough, so putting that nickel on there pushed the disc down a little further or something that kept it closer to the laser, something goofy like that. But the PS2s had a number of problems in their initial run. The PlayStation 1s were notorious for having to be flipped upside down. So there's a problem with first generation, first year or two of consoles with everybody where there's just shit going wrong.
My original NES still works fine.
Yeah? Did you put a new pin connector in it?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you did, huh?
Yeah. You could clean the old one if you
no,
want.
No, but the pins would wear out over time because the way it worked was it actually pushed the pins up and they wore out. That was a design flaw. But you can easily fix it, but yeah.
Hey, mine won't work without having a damn Game Genie attached to it.
But if you can replace that 72-pin connector and it will work flawlessly. I bought one years ago back when I used to have all the old consoles. You just open it up. There's like a million screws when you take it apart, but the 72-pin connector just comes right off. You just push a new one on there, and it's like
I
you
replaced
gotta like force it in there the first few times. It's the new ones are so like
Is that why that really why it doesn't work?
yeah.
Without
You
a Game
need
Genie?
a new pin connector. Yeah, the Game Genie
the
forces
pin
it up
connector.
more.
And just, you know on the back of the NES cartridge it says do not use rubbing alcohol?
Oh, yeah, that's
rubbing alcohol is the absolute best way to make a game work.
Oh, yeah.
Just load it with rubbing alcohol and put it in, and it'll work.
Why is there a
flawlessly.
warning label on it then?
I don't know.
No idea.
They wanted you to buy the NES cleaner thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
which
Probably
was
fucking
rubbing
alcohol.
we were going over that discussion at
I
your
bought
house.
mine for my Genesis too. It was a little pink thing for some reason. You stick it in there.
And then you had that little like
The little
Q-tip.
white cloth. Yeah, there's a Q-tip on the end
Well, but
of
if
it.
you use the actual Q-tip, it would get stuck on the pins.
Yeah, and it
so
would,
you have to use the right kind of cloth for that. That much is true. But like, yeah, the
And then
solution is just
exactly, the
alcohol.
Q-tip would leave like little strings.
Yeah.
So I like your last point. The solution is just alcohol.
Yeah.
All right.
Tony's solution
real
to
quick.
everything: alcohol.
Yeah. Real quick, with just some other examples too. Like Sony, we just talked about this an hour ago. Like with the hacking, it was like one thing that happened for 1 month.
Exactly.
And everybody just automatic. Oh, you can't trust Sony with your credit card information when nothing fucking happened.
Shit, you can't.
Well,
trust any
but
of
they
them
were
with a credit
lucky
card.
because they had some very bad security.
But that's what if. It's not
Well,
and people are still blaming Sony.
Well,
it's like
yeah,
it's unjustified bullshit fanboyism.
well, the fanboys will use that as a weapon. That is true, and they will stick to it like crazy. But Sony should have been better about their security.
I
And
hate all
it's
of them.
not just Sony. Like other companies have had the same issue, so it hasn't just fallen on Sony. There's a lot of attention not played to security on the internet. It's a bigger problem than people realize.
I just think there's like tens of these examples.
Well, like
that
you
we
said,
could
that's
do.
perfect for a topic of
Yeah.
the week for
Yeah,
another
you're
day.
right. You're right.
That's the emails for the week.
We don't even use Gmail, do we?
We have
do.
a
We
Gmail.
have
we
a
do.
Gmail.
There's a Gmail account.
That's where it
yeah.
started at.
And that's where I'm going to now. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/forwardcompatible podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at fcompatible. You can like us on YouTube, which is youtube.com/forwardcompatible. We are on iTunes and Stitcher. You can search for us on those. And as always, you can email us at forwardcompatiblepodcast@gmail.com.
Gmail.
You probably want to put one Gmail in there.
There's 3 of them.
Gmail! Now there's 4.
Yeah, gmail.com. Might not make it.
You never know.
Might get resent eventually.
All right. This has been going on long enough, and I'm ready.
Time for a conclusion.
I'm ready to wrap this saga up, to bring this to a close, to kill it finally. We are talking about the finals of our tournament.
Rock on.
We're going to start off with the hero brackets. It's Spartan versus Spartan. Screw you, GameStop.
Spotted.
It's Master Chief from Halo taking on Kratos from God of War. Anybody want to not play with their mobile devices and kick
I'm
this
getting
one
the
off?
next.
I'm pulling up my preparation for
I gotta
that.
get the villains bracket
I'm
down. All
just
right.
saying, we're not on villains yet. Anybody want to start this off with heroes?
I've done Master Chief the entire tournament. Somebody else
you've
take
done
him.
them. You've done them hard.
Yeah, real hard. Somebody else take him.
Modified super soldier from outer space.
Well, is he really? He's
No, he's from Earth. Yeah,
But he's
he's essentially Captain America in less flashy armor.
well, or more flashy
Depends.
because when you get shot, it kind of lights up because of the shieldy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anybody?
Kratos or
Tony, take Kratos.
Kratos. He's pretty much the ultimate badass.
You can't say that until we're done. Can't call him the ultimate badass
What do you want
until
me
he
to call
wins.
him?
he is
The
a
semi-
very
He's
badass
this
warrior.
dude who's angry and he's got a
he's-
shaved head with a white face and he lost his wife and he's got these blades.
Sounds like a racist to me.
Yeah, sounds like
Why's he got to be white?
Sounds like a,
Why's he got to be white, Tony? No,
White and shaved head, you know,
sounds like
running
the main
around killing
character
people.
from main character from American History X.
yeah, but with white makeup.
Well, he is
on.
played by Edward Norton. He's not played by Edward Norton.
God of War the movie starring Edward Norton.
Yes.
Well, he's already played the Hulk. The Hulk is kind of a Kratos minus,
The green.
minus the green and a little less bulky.
I
The
guess-
same range type of.
Realistically, looking at it, if you don't know who these two people are, there's a major problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's see where we stand.
okay, that's what
And
I'm saying.
if
Let's
need
just
be,
go
we'll
ahead.
argue it out a little bit more.
All right, let's start with the least likely person to give a shit about this. Moss,
Kratos.
Kratos, Brian,
You know, I'm probably gonna go Kratos too.
Mark,
Chief.
I'm going Chief.
I'm going Kratos.
Kratos wins.
See,
Kratos wins.
this is bullshit.
Your guy just won.
Kratos should have lost in the first round to Link.
You should have.
No.
Yeah, and whoever paired this shit.
Apple.
No, I had
Random app,
I
random
had
app.
them-
No.
They had me see.
What was the
Hold on.
score? Wait,
Let me explain this.
Tony,
real quick.
shut up.
Yeah, let me explain.
Shut up,
Go ahead,
Tony.
go ahead.
Shut up.
I can hear this. Go ahead.
How many people were was it just the 3 of you when it was Kratos
Yes.
versus Link? And
Yeah.
I'm guessing you two picked Kratos and you picked Link.
Of course.
Yeah,
see, if
Well,
this was
Tony
any
and I
other
almost
show,
came
We
to-
had a guess because it came up to Andy, I think, in that episode.
No.
Did we not?
No,
Okay,
not
I
for
can't.
Link.
He seemed like a
No,
real upset.
well, I should have been there so that Link.
You were there for the rebuttal.
No.
Yes, you were.
What do you mean the rebuttal?
No, he
I was
Yes,
not
'cause
there.
yeah.
I was not there when Link lost. When Link lost to Kratos? No. I would have
I'm
not
pretty
let
sure.
that stand. No, I was there for Mega Man. I
There
was
would've
there
been
for
a table
Sonic.
flipping if that had happened.
No. But yeah,
Moss would have took my master sword
Kra-
and rammed
I like-
it through your chest.
Kratos, he's a pretty cool guy and he doesn't afraid of anything, but he's not Link.
Yeah. Well,
He doesn't have a jar of fairies to bring him back a few times.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also you're only allowed to have your base powers, so
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
why
so
Link
there's no
got his ass kicked. So you guys are taking into account everything Link could
Well,
do.
are you saying base powers like wooden sword, 3 hearts?
What- That's it. That's what Link had, dude.
I think Link might be fucked in that case.
Okay, that's what happens.
All right, moving
Everybody
on.
keeps getting tripped up with this tournament and forgetting that they're taking like the ultimate form of every character and assuming that that's what we're
I did
facing
not
the two
know.
people off.
I didn't know. We
And
had,
for-
we had
Because
for
the base Kratos is pretty tough.
That's why he beat
Yeah,
Link.
yeah.
And to clear everything up, because Jason keeps making it sound like we.
I'm just giving
what-
you guys
I
a
know,
hard
but
time.
what you honestly did, you were setting everything up to perfectly. Like you were like, oh, let's have Luigi versus Mario, and like the way you were going to design it, the tournament would have been
Luigi
bullshit.
versus Mario.
It had to be random.
Obviously, it would be Luigi.
It's just for an example.
Okay,
but
as here, let me go out there, and since we're at the
agility.
end, okay, what we did originally is it was there was 4 brackets. Okay, there was E through T, hero, and E through T. I'm sorry, villain, and then there was M heroes and M villains. Okay, so there was no way that Marcus Phoenix was going to come up against Mario.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for the first rounds, since it was
Which happened. I
I
think
would
it
pay
happened.
to see that.
it happened.
Kratos versus Pikachu.
Exactly. And they were more evenly matched up for first rounds. It was like Link versus Cloud.
But we can't do
Things
that.
like
You
that.
can't. You can't like
It's
placate
okay.
to like the
It's-
lesser powerful characters.
It's
Just
okay.
because
I
you
mean,
feel bad.
but
for
I'm
them.
just explaining how originally it was positioned.
Well, you could
It
do like, you
sucks.
could do like, I guess you do like, you know,
So we just did it all random. Apple
Yeah.
randomized everything
All right.
for us.
Don't
so.
blame Apple. It's an app that any of us could have got.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Moving on to the villains, which is Sith versus Sith, or as I like to say, Sissy versus Sissy. You've got Darth Vader.
Dun, 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 dun. Why are you jealous of my song?
I'm not. Versus Darth Malik.
He was more of a badass 6,000 years before he was there.
Nope.
See, I don't know if I'm more upset about Link losing to Kratos because Kratos he's a pretty badass, but last week was it or Ganondorf lost to Darth
weeks ago,
Vader.
yeah.
Yes.
When I think of the best 50 video game villains of all time, I probably won't even think of Darth Vader because he's not really a video game villain. He's a movie and book and every other media villain who happens to be in a video game at some point. And it's bullshit.
That was my original argument
Bullshit.
for Darth Vader, but
Fucking bullshit.
It is what it is.
bullshit.
This one's going to be pretty interesting because just like Tony and I almost came to blows over Link versus Kratos,
We're not going to come to blows.
I think Mark and Tony are going to literally have the biggest sissy fight we've ever seen. So take it away, gentlemen.
You want to start?
You go ahead because I have the ultimate nail in the coffin.
No, you go first.
No, I'm looking. I'm going to wait for you to make a weak ass argument, and then I'm going to end you.
All right, so we got Darth Malik here. All right, Malik is he's a Jedi trained in he's a Jedi Guardian technically, meaning he mostly focuses on lightsaber and physical aspects of the Force. He's a one-handed aggressive style. He also has this ability to render all Force powers useless against him. It's not like an unlimited time, but he does have the power to. You can't do shit to him. He can freeze people.
This is both, guys.
What?
This is both.
What do you mean both?
Go ahead.
But okay. Also, he has the power to. He can channel his anger and fear to make himself faster, stronger, better.
Just like the song.
Yeah, that's what I was
He just
going
does
off
little
of.
hand gestures.
Yeah, of course. He does have a power to heal. He has a dark healing, is what it's called, and it fuels his life by draining the life force of another. But besides that, he is probably the hardest guy to fight in any RPG I've ever done. I think I died to him like 65 times.
He barely got past Raven.
What?
You seem kind of frustrated,
Who's
Tony.
Raven?
Raven, or whatever the fuck his name is. That is Apprentice in the... I haven't played that game in like 20 years.
Oh,
You mean your character? You're Revan.
All right, Darth Vader, go.
Whatever, I forgot.
Twist. Go.
Vader, stronger at the Force.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
how many midichlorians does?
He's got.
Yeah, what's the
he has
midichlorian count?
the ultimate midichlorian count. He's slain more Jedi, and the nail in the coffin. Malik even comes out. It's part of the dialogue in the game that the strongest portion of the Jedi is yet to come on the dark side, and of course, he's foreshadowing Vader.
How is he foreshadowing 6,000 years in the
He
future?
himself
6,000
admits
years.
that he is less powerful. It comes out of his mouth. It's vocal dialogue from the game. You can look it up.
How
He
does
says
he know
he
6,000
says
years?
that's the power of the
6,000 years.
Force.
I don't think so. I don't think he's
I'm
talking
done.
about
I rest my case.
Gentlemen, I want to make it very clear. When we start to take this to a vote, whatever the outcome is, I need you guys to hug afterwards. Go team friendship, okay? Go team friendship, all right?
All right.
Anybody else?
I'm going Vader.
Wait. Anybody else have anything they'd like to
Honestly,
add
have-
for either of these gentlemen?
I have nothing to add because I have never played through Knights of the Old Republic.
You've
I
already,
think that's why I'm gonna lose, is because no one's played this game and realized how much superior he is.
Tony, you're obviously Vader. You're obviously Malik.
Yeah.
Would either of you gentlemen like to take a pick?
I vote Ganondorf.
And he just dropped the mic. I honestly have nothing to add to it. I can't. I have no opinion either way
All right.
whatsoever.
Malik's also got a stasis.
You two gentlemen are taking a pass on this.
No, I vote Ganondorf.
Okay.
So
One for the write-in.
I believe I'll vote for a third-party candidate.
Yeah, write-in candidate.
Okay.
Demise.
No. What is his his?
How
thing?
much money you got in your pocket, Tony?
I don't know what.
How much money you got in your
Zero.
Are you
pocket?
trying to buy a vote?
$1.
I mean, right now the opening bid's like a penny because he clearly has no money.
Yeah.
So
I got a card.
I'm going really cheap here.
Really, what is Vader's answer for Malik's ability to render himself invulnerable to most force powers?
He says himself.
Yeah, is he
that
talking about Vader?
He would lose. Yes.
Hey, how do you
It's
know?
a direct reference. Because who else comes out that...
There's hundreds of books that he could be
Yoda?
talking about. He could be talking about Yoda.
Yoda man.
Could be talking about Yoda.
I'm not worried about it.
Yoda's obviously more powerful than Vader. Why would he not be talking about
He
that?
says the dark side. Not...
All right. I'm trying to think what else we got. Why is he not talking about the Emperor? The Emperor is by far stronger.
This isn't
He's
about
probably
the
talking...
Emperor.
How do you know? How do you know? It's probably about the Emperor.
All right, Jason, I think it's your vote. Say something, please, because just say it.
Just say it. I don't care either way. You can help Mark out. I know who wins. Sub-Zero versus Vader, and Sub-Zero kicks his ass.
Hey, and also, what is Vader's
Sub-Zero
attack
beat
for?
Batman.
Since freezing has been the
He's the ultimate. He's the ultimate force power.
I think Tony has.
He could stop it with.
I think Tony has too much pull on this tournament. Sub-Zero beat Batman. Kratos beat Link. It's like all your favorite characters keep winning.
I just thought I
bullshit.
Okay.
Didn't I just re-explain the whole Link versus Kratos thing, and everybody kind of nodded their head in unison so that they understand what I'm saying?
Malik
No, it's
can
bullshit.
choke up to 2 people at once, and he can freeze people. He can actually stasis, freeze, and he can do drain life, lightning, and he's got a badass.
I was
he's
really hoping that it wasn't
here's
gonna
another
come down
thing.
to just me, man.
With Malik, he actually has a larger than most lightsabers. His is actually. I know.
It's not the size of the laser.
No, it is.
It's
Literally.
the motion in the
I
ocean.
mean, Yoda's is tiny.
Yeah,
Look
no.
how he wields that.
Yeah,
Can
no,
he even
no.
use the lightsabers? It's not his natural shit.
Well, he always has a lightsaber. But yeah, so if
But
you
Link
take
doesn't
that-
get the Master Sword.
It's
he
base
doesn't-
power.
he
It's not
never-
something you earn later.
Yeah, I was like, he's never actually seen without.
So
anything.
wouldn't Darth Vader technically be Anakin Skywalker?
Oh,
Because that's his base.
No, his base is Episode 4, A New Hope.
Oh.
Those movies came later.
yeah.
Plus, he's never as Anakin, and
Well,
They
technically
redid it.
Anakin
There's that
dies,
stupid
becomes
racing
Darth
game.
Vader.
So, it's his base powers, you know. He's just a-
But if he's
If
okay,
I-
so
let me. I know it's not necessarily relevant, but it will help me a little bit. How is his Malik defeated?
his apprentice Revan comes back and you defeat him 1-on-1 after he drains life out of about 10 people and just regens. You have to basically kill him 10 times in a row. I think there's 5 up top, 5 in the bottom.
He actually like dies at the end and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. And we all know how Vader goes out.
In what game?
He also explodes in a ship just like Vader does.
In what video
Well,
game are we speaking
technically,
of?
Vader-
This is a video game.
Vader doesn't
Star
die in any
Wars.
video games.
Super Star Wars 6.
I mean, he does turn into a fucking scorpion thing.
That's not base
He
power.
turns
That's,
into
That is a
Scorpion
base
thing.
power.
that's non-canon, sir.
Doesn't matter. It's a video game.
Yeah, well, you do lightsaber fight him in Super Return of the Jedi, don't you? I know you fight him in Super Empire Strikes Back.
As much as I can't stand the fact that he is in a video game tournament, based on what I've played, Vader, I gotta go with Vader.
Dun, dun, dun,
Vader time.
dun, 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 dun. Finally.
It's time! It's Vader time! Which brings
You
us
killed somebody who has 10 lives.
to the main event.
Force crash.
He has force
Main
crash too.
event
I'm done.
of this ultimate tournament.
Whatever.
Okay? Screw all these other ones. Those don't matter. This is the one that matters. It's the sidekick bracket.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
It's robot versus android, and is there really a difference between a robot and an android?
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, one's owned by Disney.
Well, I think aren't androids supposed to be humanoids, whereas
Yeah,
robots
they're
may not be.
humanoids.
Wait! Fucking R2-D2 is considered an android.
No, it's
he's a garbage can on wheels.
George Lucas just makes up as he goes along.
I thought
Okay.
he's just like, called it
Anyways,
droid.
we've got Clank
Yeah.
from Ratchet and Clank.
This
versus,
has been a while. Should we do some refreshers on these
Yeah,
characters?
we've got Clank versus Ratchet and Clank versus HK-47 from Knights of the Old Republic.
They better win.
Would you take Clank, sir?
I will. Clank is another one of those characters that has all his base powers immediately, which is why he's gotten so far in this tournament. The guy can grow up and turn into build a skyscraper-sized mech and shoot rockets out of his arms and pretty much decimate all. He can fly. He can turn into a rocket ship underwater, or whatever they're called, submarine fucking whatever.
So-
He's also got a jetpack that has fuel and turns him into a rocket. Base weaponry, hand-to-hand combat. The guy's got it all.
Okay. And in context of the story of the game, why does it? Obviously, there's.
I like him because he's funny.
Well, I meant like if he's, you'll have to excuse me because I don't have a lot of experience with Ratchet and Clank. But if he is so epic in ability, why is there a conflict to begin with? Why doesn't he just turn into like giant, ultra, mega, super Zord and just
The same reason that the Power Rangers don't do it, because then there's
And
no,
just
because
step
then there's
up.
no game.
There'd be no fun.
okay?
Plus, your main focus in the game is you are Ratchet. You're not Clank. Clank.
I'm just again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to let everybody know who hasn't played the game before. I mean, your main thing is to, as Ratchet, you're a Lombax and you're the last of your kind, and you're going out there to defeat different various bosses that are trying to overtake the galaxy and whatnot. That's another thing Clank can do. He can also fly in all the galaxies. And Clank is somebody that he finds early in the first game that helps him repair his ship, because I guess Clank's only downfall is, as smart as he is, he speaks every language, he's very R2-D2 in that manner, but he doesn't have much direction. He doesn't...
Doesn't think on his own.
I think without an actual human life, like, hey, let's go save this planet, he would just kind of stand there and be a robot. Like, without a brain, there's no way to...
Does he dance?
He does.
Okay.
He also gets his own TV show,
So he's sort of
Secret
like
Agent Clank.
So he's sort of like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz.
And then you find out he had a brain all along.
Yeah.
Sir,
right.
HK-47.
HK-47 is a robot you find in Star Wars Knights of the
an
Republic. He's an android. And he is basically used as a servant when you find him, and then it turns out he's kind of an assassin. He's an assassin android, I guess you would say. So he's actually been trained in every language.
She's IG-88.
I guess.
Yeah. Look at that! Drop the Star Wars.
No, I know. I think I know what that is because he was in the fifth.
Why you got a
one?
player hate on IG-88?
Anywho,
Funk.
You should know that reference. You don't get it? Oh my God, Brian!
Sorry.
You lose a nerd point. Don't get the MC Chris reference. Anyways,
so he's been trained to kill everything. Like, that's just pre-installed into him, and he carries a heavy assault rifle, and he is supposed to be one of the deadliest shots. He took credit for killing some random dude. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but
Really selling us on him.
yeah, but no. He like took credit for killing like a really hard bounty, and everyone thought he was human for a while, but then turned out to be a robot.
well, realistically, this has been the sidekick bracket, so I mean, anything goes. It doesn't really matter who can overpower two. I mean, Jesus, the Pikmin beat Dom.
Yeah, which
That's hilarious.
Okay,
Oh yeah, but Pikmin are pretty vicious in groups. I don't-
but we thought there was unlimited, and clearly we were corrected. But we didn't want to resurrect Dom because then he would have just cried.
Just been like,
Let's go ahead and jump into the voting of this one and finally close the book on this.
I'm going Clank.
HK.
Brian. It's the sidekick one. You got to pick one.
Clank.
You going Clank?
Clank. See, I could make it. I could just go for the tiebreaker on you if I pick HK. HK is very funny as a sidekick. HK is very
I really
amusing.
do like HK as a standout sidekick just on the meatbag line alone.
Yeah,
Meatbag
that's
was
very
his best
clever.
thing.
You know, I'm gonna go HK. I am. I mean, Jesus, Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
So
I'll take it. I'll go HK. HK seems funnier.
Good. Finally,
Sidekicks are...
Tony didn't get the one he wanted to win.
Half a win.
Yes,
Half a win tonight.
Yes.
99% of
Yes.
mine I lost.
Yes.
I got a 500 record going out of this.
I have one good day, and all of a sudden they all came. I voted against the pick.
Tournaments is now
tournament's done for at least another 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I know.
Man, that audio spiked up.
Yeah, it usually does.
Well, I suppose, like we had alluded to last week, we're actually going to split the show up into 2 portions this week. So we're going to wrap that up for the first portion. Please click out and check out part 2 of episode 62, I suppose.
If it's out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be up. If not, it'll be up later today from when you're listening
Whenever
to this,
we figure it out. We're still working that out.
Future proofing.
If not, thank you for tuning in. This has been episode 62. Catch you guys next week, same time, same place.
Later.